Hi, I'm Dave, welcome to the channel and welcome to part 2 of the Hughes Slot Car Adventures Magnetic Racing Carrera Digital Start Gantry. Now in the first video I just built the kit, made a couple of modifications so I could put these pieces on here to rest my phone and my tablet on. And I did say, when I said I'm not including the advertising hoardings on here because I need to save a bit of weight, that I was going to put some start lights on it. And you may also remember from a What's in the Box fairly recently that I bought myself a kit which contains this circuit board and some LEDs, and it came from this eBay seller, Eastend 117 on eBay. He's in Germany. He won't sell to you if you're outside the EU, so you need to find a friend that's in the EU to buy one from him and then post it to you. That's just how it is. And it also comes with a really quite simple to follow wiring diagram. Even though it's in German, these lines relate to the circuit board and relate to the wires that come off of it. There are 2 extra wires, these long ones, that attach to the track to get the signal from the track, which is from the CU. Everything else connects up to lights, and it connects up to lights, and the wires are coloured 5 reds for the 5 pairs of red lights, a yellow wire and a green wire accordingly, and they match with the LEDs. And all you have to do is wire it all together and connect it to the track. But you do obviously need to make something to mount them in. Now, this guy does sell another kit where it's all kind of put together and in a box and you can just clip it on. But I didn't really want that because that box is quite bulky, much like the Carrera start light is. So I thought I'll get the little kit with all the parts in it and I can make myself a start light and hide everything else away. So that's my plan here. And just to keep you up to speed on everything, I'll put this piece of white paper on here because it's easier then. I have made myself, oh, get it in the middle, a 3D printed start gantry. It's just a box with some tubes on it that are 5mm to go with these LEDs. And I put a little peak on the top of them. They're supposed to represent the 20 lights that is a block of start lights on a proper motor racing circuit, and it should fit on here somewhere. And as I did show in the unboxing video, I think I'll be able to hide this in here somewhere. So that's all good. One thing I do need to do just while I'm here is put that back on there. Now I need to make sure if I put this on here and this on here and this on here, I mean, it's not really sagged. So yep, we're good for weight there. I think that will be okay. So all I have to do now is wire everything up and hide it. It's a fairly straightforward video, I suppose, from the point of view of, I'm just going to follow this diagram, which says all the LEDs, and it's nice and simple to follow, all the LEDs have a long leg and a short leg on them. And the long leg is the plus and the short leg is the minus. And here's the diagram. So they go plus to minus all the way across, 5 green ones, plus minus, plus minus, plus minus, join them all together, same with the yellow ones, and the red ones go in pairs. And once they're all joined together, then the coloured wires go on the ends of these, there and there. And the other wire, which is actually a black wire, even though it's a positive, just connects to all of them. And it should, through the magic of electricity, just work? Well, there's only one way to find out if that's true, and that's get on with it. So get on with it, Dave. You need to get on with it. First thing I'm going to do with this, rather than paint it all black to make it, it would probably be a bit heavy as a feature. So I'm going to paint it black, and then I'll probably paint it white and then mask around these edges and then paint the face black, because then the white will kind of, you know, it won't be so crude looking on the top of here with all this other white. That's my plan. And then when I've painted it, I'll come back, I'll fit all of these LEDs in, solder them all together. Might do some fast forward for that. Might skip that bit because it could be very boring and take a very long time. And then we'll try and work out how I'm going to mount this under here. Yeah, we'll see what happens. And then we'll plug it in at the end and hopefully it'll all work. So here I am back quickly just to show you that this is all black on the front and white around the edges. And I think like that, I don't know if you can see that. It takes the weight out of it, even though it's there. It doesn't make it look like a big old slab. So I think that's going to work. And then we'll have, in true motor racing circuit standard way, you have the yellow ones across the top and the green ones in the second row. And, you know, that kind of a thing. And they should sit in there quite nicely. So I shall pop all of those in and solder them all together, and we'll end up with some wires, or some points ready to add wires from this little bundle here. And then we'll go from there. So I'll do all the fiddling around and the soldering. It's just soldering. And I'll come back when that's done.
One eternity later.
So indeed, one eternity later, there are all the LEDs soldered in. All the positives here joined together. And then these go positive to negative all the way across. All the negatives are sticking up round the end here. These positives go across, and then they're joined that way, as per the diagram, which then leaves me with 5 red negatives, a green negative, a yellow negative, and a positive rail there. And I think it's going to look great. So that's ready for wiring up. I've made a little notch here because whatever goes on with the wiring, it needs to come from under here into the back of this and then happen here. So I don't know, something like that. We'll work it out. And in terms of this circuit board, which I've kind of unwrapped and unraveled now, so these wires will go through here and run down the leg to get the signal from the track. I've been umming and ahhing about what to do in terms of how to fix this down into here. I think I'm probably just going to get the hot glue gun out and run a bit of hot glue across some of this and squidge it down. That should probably hold it fine. And I've put a little bit of plastic sleeving on all of these to make a kind of a loom cover for them. So once that's stuck in there, this will run down here. And then all these wires can come out through this notch into the back of there. Yeah, I think it's going to work out. So what I need to do before I stick anything down is work out just how long each of these wires needs to be. trim them off, solder them in place, and tidy all of this up, which again I think is going to be another one of those one eternity later things. And I'll come back when it's ready to fix it to the gantry. Now there's one other thing I was thinking about, which is, you know, what happens if I want to just take this gantry off? If this is wired straight into the track, that's going to be awkward. So I've got a connector like this, which I can wire this into, and then I think if I wire into the track here, I can run these wires through here, and this, if I notch it slightly here, will sit in there, and then I'll be able to plug in and unplug my wire, which will come down here and go in there. So I think that's the plan, and that's how it's going to go. And we'll come back probably before I've done this wiring in, because this is not the track that's part of Munden Park, this is my spare one. So we'll test it on here, and then I'll wire this in to the other one, and we'll see it all on there. So, one eternity later again.
One eternity later.
Okay, so here we are back again after another eternity. That's quite a lot of eternities. Can you have more than one? Anyway, I've wired all these lights in. There is a little glitch, which I'll get to in a minute. But for the time being, the circuit board is held up under here with a bit of frog tape. These wires are all wired in like this. I can feed them through and hide them under here. But just for now, let me just fix this on here like this with a bit of tape, so you can see what's going on. These are the two wires that come from the circuit board that pick up the signal from the track. Again, just temporary. Bit of masking tape, one on each rail. Doesn't matter which rail you put them on. Can be either way round. So that'll do for that. Switch the control unit on. And we have a row of green lights. Now, and we have the 5 lights, 2 pairs of, as you would expect from the Carrera unit. Start the race. Lovely. Perfect. Now, this is where the glitch comes in. The yellow lights along the top are for the safety car, and while they do work, one of the bulbs doesn't, one of the LEDs doesn't. It's a blown, it's a dud when it turned up. Doesn't matter. I've ordered some more off eBay. They're about 25p each. So I've got another yellow one. When that turns up later on in the week, I can just switch that over and we'll have a full row of 5 again. But for the purposes of this exercise, they didn't all work. I worked out it was this one that was dud, so I've bridged it so I can show it to you here. So really, that is that. The other thing I'm going to do is get myself a bit of plastic card and just make a back for this box before I mount it onto here, just as a cover for that, because you can see the wiring from the other side a little bit. But mostly, we are go. So I'm all wired up. Got this plug here, got that one under there, so plug this in here first. Fit it on there like it's supposed to be. Flick the switch. Nice set of green lights. Brilliant. And pace car now with replaced bulb. So that's all good. That's working. As always, thanks for taking the time to watch one of my videos. If you liked it, you will find a button specifically for that. Please subscribe to the channel, it's free and it really does help. And if you hit the bell, you'll get a notification the next time I post a video.